Hey everyone, this is Ryan Wade with UniqueApps.com. Today's app review is going to cover iShoot. iShoot, I think, right now is actually #1 in the iTunes store. Actually, there's the icon right now. iShoot is actually a game where you battle your friends, just like you've probably already gained, where basically you're a tank right here. iShoot, it features 25 different weapons, shells and missiles and cluster bombs, a lot of different things. And the whole point is just to destroy your opponent. So you could play iShoot with up to 4 players. I'm going to click on, I'm actually going to show you the instructions right now. Really simple instructions basically. Actually, I'm not going to cover the instructions. Most people have played a game like this, so I'm actually just going to go through the gameplay. I'm going to start a new game. You can have multiple different humans. Actually, I'm just going to have one human, obviously, because I'm the only person playing, and up to 3 different computers. Again, it's playable up to 4 people. You can set the rounds. Actually, I don't know how much you could set the rounds to. 25 rounds is the most you could set the rounds to. I usually play to 10, and then the difficulty, it goes everywhere from easy to, I think, extreme hard. Yeah, extreme. We're going to play it on hard. And you can edit your name. I'm just going to be player 1 right now. I'm going to go ahead and start. It's going to bring me to a screen right now to pick my weapons. You see I start with $15,000 and I can go through. The weapons are all the way up to $189,000. The Shiva bomb actually pretty much just destroys almost everything on the screen. I actually saved up to get that one time. It's obviously extremely expensive because it just kills everything, but you could see that it's blacked out. I cannot add these right now because I don't have enough money, so I'm going to have to scroll down and find something that I can afford right now because this is the very first game. So I'm going to pick a couple good weapons, or weapons that I like to start with are just a couple Stinger missiles and where is it? Hellfire missiles are good if you're starting again on a cheap budget. So I can only afford 1 set of Hellfire missiles, and then I'm just going to add something else. I'm going to add these 6 guns up here, a couple of these, and I'm going to save some money for the next round. So I'm going to go ahead and click done, and it's going to start me in the game. So you see, here's the level right now. Player 1, I'm that purple tank in the middle. Now I can scroll the bottom here. And this scrolls through my weapons and then also my fuel. And with the fuel, you can see fuel is 200. If I want to move, I just push this button right here and it moves me. But again, now I only have 167. You don't have that much fuel at all. So be really careful when you're using this because you don't have a lot to waste. And see, I'm going to do it again. And so now I'm already at 117. So I'm going to go ahead and use a weapon. I recommend, again, starting with a cheap weapon because you don't know where your angle is and the trajectory that you're shooting. So you can change the angle of your cannon like this, and you can see the angle is changing from 49 degrees to, again, on each side. One thing that a negative part of this game that I'll actually tell you, and we probably won't be able to see on this review, is once you blow up a lot of this land, once your tank gets below this menu, it's really hard to see where your tank is at because the menu is actually just an overlay on this game. So if your tank ever goes below, if all this land gets destroyed and your tank actually goes behind this, it's really hard to see where your tank is pointing at. And another thing that I don't like about this gameplay is a lot of times, let's say that I'll just pick a mini mortar. A lot of times, I'll show you right now, I'll change my angle of the tank. The fire button I don't think is big enough sometimes. If you click next to this fire button, it'll completely change your angle. You see how it just did that? So again, I'll show you one more time. I'll set my angle to 58 degrees that way, and let's say that I mean to go hit fire, and I'm going to see if you can see this. I'm going to hit right next to it. See, it actually changes the angle. So be careful when you're playing this game because that happens a lot. And so what I'm going to do is I'll just show you how it works. I'll select, let's do Stinger missiles, and I'm going to maybe try to hit this guy here, so I'm just going to guess and maybe do about, I don't know, 60. Whenever you hold fire also, it'll show you a level, 0 to 100%, and that's obviously the level that your gun will shoot. So I'm going to just guess, I have no idea really, and guess about 60%, so I'll show you how it is. It's going to go up, and there's 60% right there. And that actually looked like, pretty good. So You can see that the iPhone's actually buzzing right now because I'm hitting him. So that was actually a pretty good guess on my part. Now it'll go to his part, or the other player. So he just shot at me. Now this is actually on the hard, so the players actually, you can see, are pretty accurate whenever they're shooting at, because this is the hard setting. So if you go to the easy setting, it's a lot easier. I recommend starting on easy or medium just to get the hang of it. And again, I'm going to try to hit this green guy over here with some Stinger missiles. I'm going to do 30 or something like that. And that was actually too light. A little bit. Oh, no, that was good. Okay, so this is the gameplay. And I won't play a whole game like this. I'll just actually... That's pretty much the gameplay. This app is $2.99 in the App Store. I think it's a fun game. I think it's worth $2.99. Actual star rating, I'd probably give it a 3 out of 5 stars, just because there are some flaws. Number one being the fire button, I don't think is big enough, just being because if you hit next to it, it'll completely change the angle of your tank. And a thing that I completely hate is whenever your tank falls below this bar right here, you can't, it's really hard to see. So that's my review of iShoot for the iPhone. And again, 3 out of 5 stars. I hope you enjoyed the review.